play, I think we should be allowed to allow them to play because we signed waivers saying that based on COVID-19, we understand the circumstances. We're going to still allow our child to play. Um, I think that we should.
Just so they take injury risk out
Right.
there.
We should have a right to say we allow our children to play, because if I didn't think it was okay for my child to play, don't let him play. Hold him back. Or if anyone else feels that way, just hold him back.
Alexander.
Alexander.
Farron and Fred,
Fred.
Alexander. Farron, Farre, Farron.
And Fred. Uh-huh.
I came in at the tail end of your conversation.
Right.
I'm just trying to get the gist. Obviously, you're out here protesting with the kids. Why are you out here?
To an extent, I agree with him looking out for the safety of our kids, but I feel that it is a parent's prerogative to allow their children to participate in the extracurricular activity if they feel, because we understand the ramifications behind anything or whatever it is that they're participating in that's extracurricular. Incidents, accidents, sickness, we understand that, but we should have a voice in allowing our kids to play because we did sign a waiver. And when we don't have that right to say, okay, let them play, what's the purpose of that waiver at that point? So if you don't want your child to participate, hey, that's fine. Go ahead, don't participate. You have that right. And I don't think we're giving that right to allow our kids to play because our son's his senior year, and it will be good to help someone pay for his education to go to school. That's an avenue for many of our kids. And I think one of the things too, the danger with many of our kids, we're not having something to be responsible for on Friday night or out throughout the week. I think it may be a detriment to some of our kids because they'll find something else to do that is of lesser interest than going out and playing football. Maybe some trouble or something. So I think if they played, it would help some kids stay on that avenue of doing the right thing.
Tell me more about your boy. What school does he go to?
He goes to Cordova. Plays right tackle.
That's awesome. Does he have some schools looking at him? Is he one of these kids that really benefits from a senior season?
Yes, he has a few schools that are looking at him, but he has not made that commitment yet, and he's looking for a few more schools that actually follow him on Twitter. He's looking for them to possibly catch him in action and possibly make that offer. So, but with this not being able to play, they're not able to see him in action. And actually, watching them play is different than running a 40 and lifting a weight or doing a drill. That's a little bit different. So it's hard to make that decision based on running drills and running 40s. They have to be able to see them play to see what they can and cannot do on the field. And I think that's one of the things that's hurting some of our kids that are juniors and seniors not being able to play this year. And that's why we're here, to support all the kids basically that are juniors and seniors that have an opportunity to move to the next level.
What do you say to like the county that's like safe? Obviously, SCS being predominantly black and COVID affecting our community especially hard. Like, do you see the other side of the argument?
I agree it is a risk. It's a risk. But when I step outside of my house, it's a risk for me. And I'm taking a special risk for myself because I've gone through a multiplicity of health issues that if I contracted, the possibility of me being able to get over it is slim. I mean, a little over a year ago, I had aortic dissection. But I'm willing for my child to take that chance because I'm going to try to keep him safe. And I'm going to try to keep myself safe as well. So I think as long as we're doing virtual learning at home, that helps our kids stay to an extent a little safer than it would be if they were in school, because when school opens up, everybody is mingling in school. Right now, it's pretty much you're home doing your work, you go to practice, and pretty much you come back home because practice is in a little later. So that keeps our players a little bit safer than mingling with other kids while they're in school.
It just seems like he's taking the stance that like you can't sit in the classroom, you can't
Well, like I just said, I think that it's a little bit safer through this virtual learning because if you're starting to put all of the kids in the classrooms, all of the kids mingling, that increases your chances of the virus being passed along at that point. Just let them play, man. I mean, if it's nothing but 1 or 2 games that they're allowed to play or able to play, because there has been conversation from the CDC, the possibility of this virus when the weather changes, ramping back up. So we understand that, and we understand that the vaccine, it's going to take a couple of years before that's actually going to be where it's given out to individuals where it's going to be of some support or some help. So what do you do while you're waiting on that 2 years? Do you still cancel all the sports and activities through that 2 years? Because as people are saying, it's really not going anywhere. If it comes in, it stays here throughout the summer. And if they're saying the possibility of it coming back when the weather gets cooler, that means it's going to be another round of it still. So and without a vaccine that has been fully tested. So what do? Do you cancel everything that you're doing for the next 2 years until the vaccine is ready? Or do you make yourself safer and try to do the things to keep yourself safe? Thank you.
And the parents have not been given their
Makes you.
reaction. I was concerned.
Yes, ma'am.
Same reason.
I'm
That's
parent.
my husband over there. So
No,
it's the
that's
same
not.
reasons
That's
that
our
he
son right
gave
there.
you. I'm here to
It's
support.
senior.
I do understand the reasoning behind some of the points that Dr. Ray made, but I still feel like he really could have more of an interest at heart to do with the football players, in that the precautions that need to be taken or that's taken by other schools, he could really hone in on that and help the coaches do what they need to do so that they can play. So I'm here out of support. I think that they can do better than what they're doing, and just to cancel the whole entire thing is not the best way to go for them. They need to play, like my husband was saying. They don't need to be idle. A lot of them, they need this, and that's to me, for their well-being. They need it, and to be around their teammates, to be with their coaches, the camaraderie of playing a game. College coaches, scouts, recruiters, for them to be able to see them play. They have, this will, for years to come, could affect them. So I'm here out of support for them.
Do you still have hope that things will change?
Possibly. I just want him to hear us. I wouldn't say he would probably change it today, but he needs to hear from us. We need more from him. Like I said, I feel like just a little vagueness in his response to postponing it. I get all of it, but I think that when you look at other schools playing or have played and the precautions that they have taken, what's really, to me, that's where the vagueness comes in. What's the difference when it comes to SES? So I'm just not really happy about really where we are right now. So I'm here out of support. That's all.
We can play it safely, and I feel like to me it's up to the parents to decide if we want to go on the field and play. And I feel like it can be played safely. They have disposable cups, stuff like that. Wear gloves, wear face shields. Play it the best way we can.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me. Good luck.
Thank you.
Aaron, so up, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
I just talked to your parents. I asked them the same question I'm about to ask you. Why are you out here? Why does this mean so much to you?
It means a lot to me because this is my senior year. A lot of my teammates are seniors. They're not getting a chance to get as much exposure, and I'm out here in support of me, my teammates, even the juniors. It's supposed to be their exposure year, and a lot of seniors, they haven't been getting what they need, and this their senior year, and they can get as much film as they can get to the next level. Because a lot of kids are relying on football. I know it's not guaranteed, but a lot of kids are relying on football, and it's something that they've been playing their whole life, and it's saddening to take it their senior year.
What about you? Is football on your plans for the next level? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to go play football at the next level, at the highest level if I can, but I want to go to the next level of playing football.
I'm sure you know some guys from private schools and suburban schools. What's it like watching them play?
It's frustrating, but I know they're not in the same district as we are, but it's frustrating that they get to play. They're in their 4th, 5th week of playing, and we haven't even touched the football yet. And now we can't play. So yeah, it's frustrating seeing them out there on the field playing the sport that they love.
What's your message to your doctor?
My message is we can play it safely, and I feel like it's up to the parents to decide if they want their kid to go on the field or not. And we can have disposable cups, face shields. I know it might cost money, but it's a safe way that we can play this. It's a safe way that we can be on the field.
The coaches, a lot of SDS coaches propose playing like a city-only championship instead of the TSSAA. If it means we get football in, are you on board with that?
It makes sense. It makes sense because if it's only a city, you said a city championship.
Yeah.
If it's only a city championship, it's more of people that you know, like you take tests and stuff like that, and make sure that y'all are COVID-free, no COVID, and I feel like that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Gotcha. I know everyone wants to play for a gold ball, but
Yeah.
potentially if you could get the season in, some football will be better than none, right?
Yeah, some football will be better than none.
Gotcha. What position you play at Cordova?
I play offensive tackle.
Gotcha. That's your senior year.
Yes, sir.
You got some schools looking at you?
Yes, sir.
You have any offers?
Yes, sir.
What you got?
I got Eastern Kentucky, Tennessee State, UT Martin, and Austin Peay.
You were looking forward to getting
Yeah, I was planning, and I'm thinking to my teammates that they not getting the look that they want, and I know it's not fair. It's not fair at all.
Do you have any teammates that are like kind of on the edge that like are good enough to play, but like haven't got those offers yet?
There's a lot of my teammates. They're good. They're good enough to play at the next level. They're great. A lot of my teammates. A lot of them. They just haven't got that look yet. But a lot of my teammates, they're good. They're great.
Could you imagine what they're going through? I mean, obviously you're not playing too, but you've already got a couple options. Could you imagine, out there sweating and grinding without getting that shot? Not being able to play?
Yeah, I know it's tough for them because it's hurting me, and I know I got something to fall back on, but it's even hurting me. It hurt me to see my teammates not getting that chance to get that I have, and I want to see my teammates go to the next level as bad as I want to see myself go to the next level.
Anything else you want to say?
I really feel like I said everything I wanted to say.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
I'm gonna go away a little bit. That could be more, I think, that he could explain as far
How you doing, sir? Wow. You want to talk for a minute?
Yes, sir. How y'all doing?
Doing good. Just covering the protest. Just wanted to ask why you're out here, what brings you out here,
I'm here to support my son and his team,
Who's your son?
Jalen Jordan,
Okay.
and just trying to get some answers from Dr. Ray. I've been communicating with the coaches throughout the summer, and just kind of disappointed that he came to a final decision the way he did without talking to the parents, or having some type of platform where the parents can you see the pulse of the parents. And my thing is, you make a decision for these kids, and you don't know what these kids go through. You don't know that, hey, the coaches are parents for these kids. Some of these kids, they need their structure and their discipline. They need somebody to help keep them straight on that narrow path. And these coaches does that. And, this sports help build character. It helps set these young men up for success. And a lot of these kids, they need this avenue, and they're seniors this year. So, you take this from them, what does they have? All of them don't have the high GPAs. Some of them just have, they at the middle of the cross, but they're looking for a way out. And we don't need to take that from these kids. It should have been a better way of doing this. And I just feel like Dr. Ray should have stepped up and talked to his other counterparts around that's playing sports. If you got other cities, other towns, other school districts that's playing sports, have you contacted them to see what's working for them? So you can try to use that, because Memphis is a great hub for sports, football, basketball, and it's a great recruiting hub. So my thing is, if you take this out from these kids, you're not just affecting the city, but you also reflected the recruit around Memphis. We want to bring as much publicity to Memphis as possible. And and you do these to these kids. What else do they have? What else do you have? Have he ever played in sports? Because I don't feel that Dr. Ray played sports in high school. Because if he did, you understand where these kids and these parents coming from.
Right.
I don't know how privileged he was, the family he come from. But a lot of these kids, this is all they got. And we always talking about, being there for our children, supporting them, and all this. I don't want to lose the main message about COVID. I get that. I understand that. I want my kids to be safe. My only question is, number one, why you wait till the last minute, September the 15th, to say, hey, we cutting this out. And we gonna make this decision, why you make this decision in the summertime or before the season comes? So if these kids could have made some other arrangement, if they could, to go to some other schools or something. These kids need this. And number two is, what are you doing as the head of the board of education, you the superintendent? What are you doing to help fix this now? Because we need football, and we gotta have football. Because if not, it's gonna be ugly. It really is.
When you say it's going to be ugly?
I mean, as far as how people feel about the school system, how people feel about the leadership. Because if we entrusting our kids here, and you're making decisions and not even talking to the parents, that's a problem. You make a decision for my kids and I don't have a voice. You're taking my voice from them. You're taking their voice from them. And that's what we're trying to teach our kids, especially what's going on now these days. Have a voice. Stand up for what's right. Okay, let's put this in that same boat. Let's stand up for what's right. That's it.
Man, you got anything else you want to add?
That's it.
Appreciate it. What's your name again?
Derek Jordan.
Appreciate you taking time.
I appreciate you.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Mind speaking on why you're here for a minute?
Sure.
Can I get you to spell your name for me?
George Thomas Jr., Georgethomas.
All right, Mr. Thomas, why are you out here?
Because I feel we're being treated unfair. Let's be real. I mean, it's just, why do they get to play but we can't play? The school next door to my school, why are they playing and we can't play? Walking distance, that's not fair. That's not fair. What are they doing that we're not doing, that we can't do? That's not fair.
So, what's your stance on just the safety aspect of it with COVID?
I mean, I understand the protocol. We don't have no problem with the protocol. That's easy. I mean, just tell us what to do and we're gonna do it. As long as the kids get to play. That's an easy fix. That's an easy fix.
You mentioned that schools all around you were playing. And
Right.
You guys aren't getting to play. What school were you talking about?
Well, say for instance, like Ridgeway. Ridgeway is not playing, but NUS is playing.
Right.
They're right down the street from one another.
Right.
That's how can you even fix them after just say That's not even that don't even match. It's not fair. You know? It's crazy.
I mean, what do you think about just the timing of the decision? I mean, we're in week 5. Just getting around to it now.
You know, it's just. I mean, we probably maybe 5 or 6 games into the season, and you want to postpone it again? I mean, why? Why? You know, I mean, that's the $1 million question. Why? Why? You know, what are you seeing that we don't see? You know, I'm not getting it. I'm really not getting it right now. I'm really not getting it.
You think that you think that they can get a season in safely?
To be honest with you, it was going to be tight. He would have to say something today in order to get a decent season off. You know, but like I said, my son is just a sophomore. I got a couple more years. But I'm speaking for the ones who have seniors. You know, I know what they're going through. I know that's not fair. You know, I bounce back. You know, push comes to shove, we'll move. Push comes to shove, we'll move. You know, depending on what this virus does. You know, but it's got to be a better way to do this. It's got to be. It's got to be. It has to be.
Gotcha. Is there anything else you want to add?
I'm about to start crying. Woo! Hey, crazy.
Interesting shirt choice.
Thank you. Hey, exactly. That's what I want. Not today. Not today. You know, man. Woo. Man.
I gotta snap a picture. Oh God.
I'm saying, that's what I ain't playing.
Out here covering the event. You want to speak on why you're here?
Oh, yes, sir.
Cool. Give me a second to get my reporting on. All right, we're here with Germantown QB, TJ Tate. Tell us why you're out here, man.
Well, I'm out here to be a voice for the community, for all my brothers out here. Like I said, for a lot of us, this is our only outcome, our only chance to get to the next level of playing football and stuff and getting college paid for. So I'm just hoping we really get this opportunity through Mr. Ray. Hopefully we get him to change his mind. Hopefully we get what we need out of this opportunity. Hopefully everything's peaceful today. We try not to keep it, we're trying to keep it calm, keep everything collected and cool. But I'm just hoping today is a good turnout.
What was your reaction when you heard the news yesterday?
It was really devastating because I was looking towards having a big season this year. I expected a lot out of our team. We were looking towards having a good, fun year and getting a lot of guys into college this year. And I know we really have the opportunity to do so that's why I was looking forward to it. And yeah, I know in Shelby County Schools, I know it's a lot of guys that can go to the next level and ball. So I just feel like if we all had that opportunity to go to the next level, I'm sure we'll take the best advantage of it.
I see your Team Shabazz mask. I know you've been working, grinding, in preparation in case you guys could play.
Yes, sir.
Talk about some of the work you've been putting in.
Oh, yes, sir. Like I said, I've been, ever since they gave us, they stopped us from practicing with our team like a regular practice. I hit up my coach Shabazz and told him I need to put in the best work I've ever put in, and he's helped me get to the point to where I'm at now. I'm just waiting on the words to get to play, and hopefully we get everything to roll our way. And I hope the dice roll the correct way for us.
You know, just as a senior, man, not being able to play, that must be a emotional.
Yeah, it's devastating.
What kind of feelings are you feeling right now?
Well, yesterday it was a really hard day for me. Like I said, the news hit, and it was like I was lost for words for like an hour. I couldn't really think straight. But me being a leader, I had to make sure I pick up my other teammates around me and make sure I can't show my face down. I can't be the one with my head down. I got to pick everyone else up as well. So I have to be a leader at all times.
You got a couple offers, right?
Well, I have one offer somewhere. Yes, sir.
So you got somewhere to go.
Yes, sir. Right.
You know, what does a decision like this mean for the kids who don't have any offers?
Well, that's why I said, like, this football is the biggest chance for a lot of us to go to the next level. Like, a lot of guys, this is where we get most of our scholarships from because we don't have the chance to get it academic-wise. And we hope to be able to play on the next level, playing football. Football is the biggest thing, and it's just hard for a lot of us.
How much does it mean to see the support? I mean, I see Whitehaven out here, I see
Right.
Germantown, I see White Station, I see Mitchell.
Yes, sir.
Just having dudes from all over the city kind of come together.
Right. I mean, it feels good to see my brothers out here, knowing we're out here for the same thing. Hopefully, we get what we need to get done. Yes, sir.
Anything else on that, TJ?
Not sure. I'm just hoping Dr. Ray hears us through, and hopefully we get our point across today.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Guys, anyone want to talk about why they're here today? Okay, sorry to talk to you.
Talk about what?
That's why you're here.
Yes, sir.
You Caleb?
No, sir, I'm Bryson. That's Caleb right there. That's Caleb Elmo.
We talked on the phone last night.
Yeah. What's up?
All right, can you spell your name for me?
Bryson, Bryson Blocker, Blockerer.
Gotcha. You go to Kirby?
Yes, sir, I go to Kirby High School.
What year are you?
I'm class of 21. I'm in my senior year.
Gotcha. What position do you play?
I play defensive end and outside linebacker. Yes, sir. And how I feel about this, I feel that it's a chance that we can get a chance to play because there's other schools that's right down the street from us. For example, Bluff City High School is right down the street from Kirby High School. They are playing football. MUS, right down the street from Ridgeway, they getting an opportunity to play football. It's an opportunity that kids that's a senior can get a chance to play. See, it's very depressing to the seniors. Like yesterday, all of my teammates, they were very depressed. Then when we got that news yesterday that we ain't having a chance of a season, that hurt a lot of feelings and stuff yesterday. So that was very hurtful. So depression can go a long way. See, we got to live with bad news for the rest of our life as a senior. Like we gonna grow up and be like, dang, one year we had a chance to play football and then it was a rout. So now we want our voices heard, that our dreams, like we need our voices heard, that we get a chance to chase our dreams. See, people got opportunities to play school ball after high school, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir. So this is very heartbreaking to hear, and we are here today to get a word across that a point that we have an opportunity, just like he had an opportunity for a decision to be made. He had questions, and we got questions just like him. See, it's opportunities to this. So we have a slight chance, and we want our voices heard. That's all I have to say.
How did it feel to be out there practicing for all these weeks and not knowing whether there will be a yes or no?
Look, that's like feeling like being in a relationship. You're being led on to something. It's very heartbreaking. See, we put hard work and dedication. How can you sit on that? How can you sit on hard work and dedication? We've been grinding. We've been going through protocols that they gave us. You know, we get temperature checks and stuff walking into practice. We was looking forward to having good news coming towards us. Like, we doing everything right. We getting conformance. We getting checked off everything. Like, we doing everything right. And to get bad news to us, that hurts us. Like, that's bad news.
So Caleb was telling me this whole thing started at Kirby. He was
Yeah.
saying he's the one who came up with it.
Yes, sir. All the seniors of my class, like Caleb got all of us together, brought us together, and told us that we got a chance. Like we are seniors. You know what I'm saying? We have a chance to get our name out there. You know, Caleb brought us together and told us we can do this. We can have people follow up behind us from schools all over. See, like as y'all see now, schools today, they together. They with each other. Cause we on the same page. We as one as a unit. Like we on the same goal as everybody else. You know, so. Yeah, Caleb I respect Caleb for doing that, and I applaud him for that. And I told Caleb, he texted me, he said, let's do it, and I'm with it. You know?
Does he usually do something like this? Is he a leader for you guys?
Yes. Caleb, me and Caleb, we are captains of our team, so we both leaders. Like Caleb is a very good leader. Like he's an outstanding dude, very smart kid, and he knows what he's doing. And I told him I'm with it. I'm whatever he's on. Like all this stuff we're doing is positive. We ain't doing nothing negative.
What do you think about, you guys have started with a couple techs, and I see all these different teams out here. I see Germantown supporting you guys, I see Whitehaven. What's it like seeing the city come together?
Man, it's a good thing because it's all positive things. See, when me and Caleb started breaking down the text of what we was going to do, like that opened up a lot of eyes of like, dang, these kids really got something they fighting for. Like, these kids, they got something they willing to give up. Like, they sacrificing they school time. Like, we are sacrificing our virtual learning right now to do a sport that goes with school. No, it's a student athlete with this. So, like you think we doing this just for attention? No, we doing this for our lives. Like, this is what we want after high school. We want football, 5 years of college. This is what we want. Yeah. So Caleb is a good leader for this. Like, I respect him, like, hands down. I'm with Caleb. I'm riding with him.
Anything else you want to add?
Man, thank y'all for giving me an opportunity to get interviewed. And hey, I'm with it. My name is Bryson Blocker as well.
Thank you, Bryson. Appreciate you speaking.
All right.
Hey, so here's the first thing. I know the first time we want to make sure everything's keeping in order, man. So do me a favor, they're gonna have you on the news. We ain't gonna change this narrative. Alright? So what I need for you to do me a big favor. Take your do-rags off your head because I don't want them to holler no thugs was out here. But straighten their business out for me. I don't want them to holler no thugs out here. It's real talk. Do me that favor. Any leader that's on your team with your players, man, make sure they understand and know. We ain't got to fuss about it. Just take it out for me. Do me a favor. Again, you're not cutting school. This is not what this is. You come in here to do a peaceful protest. You're doing something decent and in order. Repeat after me, decent and in order.
Decent and in order.
All right, so long as you understand that that's what you're about to do now. What you're going to have is statements for them. We ain't going to fuss. You're not going to scream. I'm going to get out the way. But at the end of the day, man, it's how you express yourself. They will not paint a narrative, man, like y'all cut school just to be out of school. You came for a second to do this thing. And we're going to get back, and y'all going to go back and get on your computers and take care of your business. That's what you're going to end up doing. Because at the end of the day, man, again, they're not going to paint your narrative, man. They're not going to make it seem like you just cut school to do anything. You came down here because you wanted to voice your opinion. And again, everything has to be decent and in order. Say it again, decent and in order.
Decent and in order.
So long as we remember everything's got to be decent and in order, we won't get out of line. So now, whatever school you with, put yourself together. Put yourself together. You with Kirby, you with Germantown, you with Mitchell, all you guys lump in together. Get with yourself, make sure, because you're going to look unified going in the door. Appreciate the Melrose being here. Appreciate you guys. At the end of the day, this is what the city got to see. This is microcosm of what would happen when you guys aren't playing football. But we ain't going to gripe. Remember, I'm going to tell you something. I want to make sure y'all remember this. Men don't fuss, they fix. Repeat after me. Men don't fuss.
Men don't fuss.
They fix.
They fix.
Say it again. Men don't fuss.
Men don't fuss.
They fix.
They fix.
I want to make sure you get that. Let that be in your system because we ain't here to gripe. That ain't what it's all about. Want to get an answer? Figure out what the superintendent has to say on his group. Because at the end of the day, they might got a hard job. Got a hard job. But you deserve a couple of answers. And make sure when you do it, it's decent and in order. We ain't clowning it, man. We ain't name calling. We ain't cussing. You're not going to cut up. You're not going to do that. Now, as a guy that came up with this, Caleb, come on, man, who sent that message out. He contacted my boy, Marcus Taylor, second fat, along with a couple more of you guys who've been passionate about this thing. And this ain't about, you know, who run it. This about being together collectively. You know what I'm saying? So let's be fair. If they speaking on something, let them speak on it. You got something you want to put to the table, let's do it. But this ain't a gripe from everybody. If Melrose got something to say, she'll be a representative. If Mitchell got something to say, she'll be a representative. If Kirby, if Whitehaven, if Cordova got something to say, she'll be a representative. Shouldn't be everybody screaming out something. This thing means something to every last one of y'all, and it has to be heard. Now, whether he changed his mind or not, we don't know. What we want to do is make sure that you get to voice your opinion, because if you never get a chance to voice your opinion, man, you become angry. And if you become angry, I don't need you in the streets. Everybody know we just lost a young man 2 Thursdays ago that played for Whitehaven, Demetrius Robinson. Out there where he could have been probably in school on his way to practice. I'm going to tell you this story. He's 90 minutes away from getting a scholarship. 90 minutes away from getting a scholarship out. 90 minutes away. And that occurs. Now, I think the coaches who got involved, called Coach Salisbury and talked to him about that situation, send their prayers to him, along with some of the players from different schools, you guys, that sent a shout out to him. But at the end of the day, man, we lost him. I can't afford to lose no more, y'all. So we got to find ways and things for you to do. And that's what we're going to get some answers today. You're going to sit there and get it. Again, these 2 gentlemen right here, they kind of spearheaded this. Again, we're going to be decent and in order. And we're going to have a great conversation. Remember what I said. There is going to be a representative from each school if they want to talk. I know I saw a young lady out here. And so we want to make sure that this is not just you guys, all right? It's not just you guys. What am I saying? Soccer, volleyball, cheerleading,
track, cross country.
Yes, that's going on right now. So you got some young ladies that's not playing soccer. You got some young ladies not playing volleyball. You got young men and young women who's not running cross country. And of course, you got you guys not playing football. What do we do in that instance? What do we do with what we got? That's the biggest question. So again, man, I'm just here to make sure y'all stay decent and in order, man. These 2 young men, they the ones spearheading this thing. They're passionate about it. They ain't gonna cuss and clown. They know how I roll. And anybody that's here that feel like you gonna cut up and clown, just go on leave now. But if you got enough intestinal fortitude to sit here and listen and be decent and in order, repeat out to me, decent and in order.
Decent and in order.
Then everything ain't gonna work out all right. Come on, man, talk to him.
So basically, y'all know why we here, right? So, you know, it's a lot of frustration going on, you know, throughout Shelby County because they just basically canceled our fall season, right? So I know there's a lot of frustration between a lot of seniors that ain't get that last chance to play on the field. They ain't get that last opportunity, that last play that could have changed your life forever. Could have sent a lot of y'all to college. And it's not the fact that, you know, we frustrated. It's a lot of stuff that plays into the role to his decision making. Like, not one time did I see that he asked a kid, one of us, about our opinion about playing fall sports. He didn't ask not one cheerleader, not one soccer player, not one volleyball player, not one football player on the decision that should have been made. And we feel like we all want to play football, right? That's our passion. Some of us grew up our whole life playing little league to the middle school to high school, trying to play on the next level at college. Some of us trying to go to the league. Not everybody will make it to the league. And a lot of people say football is not the only option. We know football is not the only option. But football can open a lot of doors, a lot of opportunities that won't be made now because the season is canceled. So, you know, me and Marcus, you know, we had a long talk last night. We had a very long talk, you know. We black. You know, we all black out here. We are statistics. Everybody want to say, you know, black people, we want to make us 18 living in Memphis. You know something? When we go outside and we talking to our friend, we hear a gunshot. You know what that means? Somebody shooting, right? But then we don't get concerned. We don't be fazed by gunshot because it's normal to us. We hear gunshots every day throughout Memphis, and we still go about what we doing. Come on now. It's a 1.3% chance that somebody in Shelby County can catch coronavirus. It's a 2.3% chance if you 5 to 17, you can die from gun violence. Come on now. It's 100,000 people in Shelby County, and only 1,399 people got coronavirus. Come on, it's Ridgeway right down the street from MUS, and Ridgeway can't play football, but MUS can. Come on now. There's a lot of schools, Collegeville, Christian Brothers. Come on now, we can't play football, but they can. So I'm hurt, y'all hurt, we all frustrated. You know, a lot of people got a lot of stories to tell. They can't walk the same shoes that we walk. They can't walk 10 miles in our shoes that we walk.
So I'm frustrated. We all upset. Come on, we seniors. A lot of y'all, come on, we got cheerleaders, we got females out here that want the same opportunity as us. They all want to play on the next level too. It's not just us. So I had to bring the attention to them because it seemed like it wasn't their concern. Come on, you can make a plan to have us do virtual school, but you can't you can go all day about virtual school. You can set up ways. Okay, you said we can do in school or we can do virtual. Now you saying you forcing us to do virtual. Now you saying we can't play football, but how much thought have you put into the process of young black kids playing football? A lot of y'all, it hurt me. It's not even me that I'm speaking for. It's my other seniors, my teammates, walking out that stadium yesterday with their head down. We all at practice hype, think we finna get a good answer. But you look at your phone and you say they canceling the fall season. And we all walking out the stadium. It wasn't even me that was hurt. I'm looking at my teammates walk with their head down. They won't get that last opportunity.
Just reiterating what he said, man, the whole city just need the football team. We just need to save our city. Without football, more people, like he said, can lose their life. With football, so when we here, we just like, man, we just hoping it's not us. So, man, I just hope he give us a season praying every day. Because I know it's guys out here working continuously every day, all day, night in, night out working, hoping we're going to get a good season, hoping that we have a season and get a great answer from the superintendent. And with that, like response like that, my kids, yesterday, I know our whole team was down yesterday. We get the call, look at our phone. We like, man, I don't even want to go to practice no more. But we know football is a vehicle to get us out of the city, out of the hood that we're trying to get in. We got people that ain't got parents. I know some people that don't have no lights at their house, no food. They got to worry about what they got to eat next. And you just don't cancel the season like that. The football is our only way out, the vehicle, so we can go to school and get our parents out of this city that we have here. So that's all I got to say.
Caleb Allen. K-A-L-E-B-A-L-N-I. And another thing, you see, I want the people to wear they rep their team gear and all that to show that it's not just one team. Like, we unified. Like, it's not just one single team. Like, we want to show that we in this together. We all in this together. We all play for Shelby County. And I want some of the other seniors, some of the other players come up here and tell their story. I'm going to tell mine first. So basically, I'm a young man. My mom has cancer. My mama died when I was 9 years old. And she has cancer, right? And I watched my mama fight every day, to beat this cancer. And then all of a sudden she just died. Now I'm in pain. I'm 9. I'm in pain. And now you telling me that my seeds I will fight for everything that I want. I used to watch my mama fight every day while she was laying in that bed telling me to come here and give her a kiss. I watched my mama every day. And it hurt me bad. It hurt me bad. I want this season more than anything, bro. It's in my heart, bro. I want it for everybody out here, bro. It ain't just for me, it's for y'all, bro. 100.
All right, young fella.
How y'all doing? Everybody, thank y'all for coming out. But I'm from Mitchell High School. We putting in too much work. We ain't had no father figures growing up. A lot of us. This is the problem in our community. We ain't got no father figures. My dad died 2 days before I was born. That hurted me deeply. So much pain built up. My granddaddy just passed away. He keep on telling me, keep going. I've been playing since 5. It's hurt me every day. I feel your pain, Caleb. But this football is more respect. Our coaches, they our father figures. They teach us every day. They guide us. They train us. That's who we know. That's who we go to every day at school. That's all we got. Football. Every night we wake up, football, football. We got to practice. We got to set our day. It's hard doing virtual. It's hard. Football, this is a relief. We get to go with all our friends. It's peaceful. You get to bring all your anger to the field without going to jail. You hear me? We black people. They target us. Wow, we got a strike on our black already. So guess what? We got to play football. This our power. This the power to us. Y'all like to say power to the people. That's the power to us. Football. That's all I got to say. We respect it, and we thank everybody for coming out here and showing lots of support. All of us. Thank y'all. That's all I got to say. Power to the people. Power to football. You hear me? That's all I got to say. Thank y'all. Power to the people.
What's your name?
Colion Hullum.
Can you spell that?
Colion, Colion Hullum.
Are you a senior?
Yes, ma'am. Colion, Colion Hullum.
Marcus Taylor. Go ahead. Anybody else got a story they want to tell?
Anybody?
Everybody got a story.
Any parent?
Any scenes?
Anybody? Coaches?
I got something. Any girls play volleyball, cheerleading, anything like that?
Women, parents, coaches.
Stephen say something first.
Go ahead. My name is Cameron Blaylock, and I go to White Station High School. And I just wanted to say something about, like, we already battling with the kids from MUS Christian Brothers for academic scholarship. There's some people at these SES schools who ain't got the best grade. Football was our only way to battle with these guys and get these scholarships to go to college. That's all I want to say.
He got a career.
I got something to say. It's not just something that we just wake up in the morning and decide to just do for fun. A lot of us rely on this. A lot of this is the way that we can go to college, play at the next level. A lot of us had dreams as kids going to play college ball, going to play NFL. I know all of us not gonna go to the NFL, but this our dream. This something that we've been dreaming for since we were young. We can't take it away from us. I mean, this is sad. That's all I got to say.
My name is Jordan Lee, class 23 at Whitehaven High School. I'm saying that everybody out here is a student athlete. I look around, I see boys, I see girls, I see young men, I see young women. I see grown men, grown women. At one point, everybody out here was a student athlete. Student athlete, I continue to say. But without athletes, some people don't push to be students. We do it virtually. It's easy to wake up and say, I'm finna go right back to sleep. I don't want to get on today. People can't go to college without being a student athlete. But when you take the athletic part away from student, some people just quit as a whole. That's all I'm going to say. But I continuously to tell you, all of us are black young men. We have a target on our back. I don't want to see no men in no grave. I want to see everybody on the news for something great. Whether you're a doctor, a preacher, a protester, anything, please do something positive with your life. I know they took sports away from us. I'm mad. I'm upset. But you got to continue to go to school because we need to graduate. Whether you play sports in college or anything, you need to graduate. You need to do something with your life. You cannot be a bum on the street. People already label you as a bum because you are a black young man. And that is not good. That is not good at all. The graduation rate in Memphis is horrible. It is horrible, especially for a black young man. That's not good. I want to be that man that graduate. I care about going to the NFL with all my life. I want to get my mama out of Memphis, my grandma out of Memphis, and the rest of my family out of Memphis. But football is not what matters to me. What matters to me is I graduate and get me a good job and get myself out of Memphis. Football is not the only way out. Football is not the only way out of Memphis. Get you a good education and get out.
But it's an avenue. There you go.
Well, I'm not only out here speaking for football. You know, I'm a football player. You know, you got girls that cheerlead, volleyball. They count some fall and winter sports too. Winter, you got basketball. So, if you think about it, you look in the recruiting areas. You got more kids coming from Memphis, Tennessee for basketball, for every sport that you tried to counsel. We got kids getting recruited from all across America, and for them not to have their season this year is so unfortunate. But we out here trying to fight for it. Our coach told us last week, we were talking about the Delphi brother, Demetrius Robinson, told us to fight for our future. So anything we want, we're going to try to go fight and try to go get it. For us, we got to save the city, because if not, who else will?
So, to my young men, how you guys doing? My name is Billy Walker. I'm Director of Student Affairs, Whitehaven graduate, Whitehaven High School from 1995. The superintendent, as well as the school district, we hear you guys, right? The only issue that we have, and I feel you, I was a college athlete. I played college football. But even to go to college, you must have the ACT. You must have a 3.0 GPA. And it is a way out, but it's not the only way out. And we definitely want you to be here. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure the academics are there and you're safe. I have a nephew that plays for Cordova. This is not an easy decision. And from student affairs and student voice, we hear you. But the better way to do this is, and the most efficient way is for you to come and get your voice heard. Dr. Ray and the executive of the district has heard you. We are still here for you. The decision was made yesterday. And honestly, if there's another way for this to go far as the COVID, but it's something that's out of our control as well as the district control. Because the first thing we would do is let you get back in school for your academics, because that is question number one. So it's very hard for the district to make a decision when your academics, we can't even get you in school buildings safely because it's a situation that unfortunately we can't control with COVID. So there's nothing we would rather do than see football, basketball, band, track. It's nothing we would do to do that, but at this point, let me just finish. I want you guys to disperse. At this point, for Shelby County Schools, the largest school district in the state, at this point, we want to make sure the students are safe first. We want to make sure they're safe first. And even right now, as we end, we want to make sure we hear you. There's still decisions being made. We want to make sure, you know, safety is first, academics second. And you are right, but the largest school district in the state, with over 100,000 students, is where we sit today. We can only take care of our house. And understand, this is a financial blow, it's an academic blow. But it's a decision to be made for your safety first, then exactly with your academics. So as we do that, we thank you for being here. There's still going to be decisions made. We do hear your voices. We want to make sure that you are safe. Even now, this is unsafe, this many people in the COVID area. There is no social distancing, 6 feet apart, but we want you to show up. But at this point, we just want you to know we hear you, we feel you, but we're in your pain and we're feeling your pain too. From the district, from SES, we want to make sure you're safe. The academics are there. And as we disperse, we want to thank you from Shelby County School, but at this time, this is not a safe area. We want to make sure we move forward, and we want to make sure that from the district and Shelby County Schools, as we disperse, that we have your academics first, we will make sure your safety is first, and we want to make sure we make the best decision for students. Thank you very much. You said what you got to say. But at this time, we just need to disperse.
But why you get to say what you say, but we can't say that? I'm just saying, why you get to say what you say, we can't say that? Getting it wrong. You said what you had to say, we respect it.
Let's not. Hold on 1 second, Pop. I want to make the young men got together to make this work. Got leading us, man. They got the young men came out here and they peacefully had their conversation. I don't want anything to dilute that. I'm a daddy myself. And at the end of the day, it's about these children, man. And I got you. But we set that thing up where we as adults have our own time when we come together. I don't want any of them to make a narrative like they cut up. These babies now ain't done nothing. So now, the only thing I'm asking is, you still belong to Shelby County School. You still attend those schools. There's a guy that's in leadership until they transfer. Let's do everything decent in order, because that's what we agreed, right? All right, so you heard what they had to say. They heard what you had to say. Let's get ready to go to school. And if your parents sitting up here, you can either stand by them, but get in your cars, man, so we can take care of business. Whatever we got to do, you got to do after the end, just do it. But we will not make a mockery of this. We will not be out of order. That's not what you're going to do. So let's get ready to take care of business, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Y'all be straight out here. Don't sit out here and cause no problem. Take care of your business, man. Let's get back and do what we do.
That's called hit and run.
Yes, sir.
Hit and run.
Yes, sir.
That's what that's called.
But I don't want my babies to get caught in no accident.
No, it don't be
So
no
see,
accident.
y'all grown. You catch them later on as adults, dad, his parents. You catch them later on. For my babies, I need them to go ahead, go and get back in school and take care of their business. Because we still going to school. Yeah, he not coming, he ain't coming.
Hey.
Let them go protest, walk all across the street, walk out the car. We can't do nothing there. He's somebody else. Somebody else have to take for him. But he didn't want to explain the point of disadvantaged neighborhoods. You want to make a statement about disadvantaged neighborhoods. Canceling the TWSAA, granting us access to play, but him canceling the season, what is that doing for kids in disadvantaged neighborhoods? Like him from Milton, he said he a single parent household. What he gonna do for his family if we out here canceling the season? I thank him for coming out here telling this story, him too. Not really, not really at all. No man, because the statement he put out, the man put out, he said TWSAA is granting us access to play, which is unfair to kids in disadvantaged neighborhoods. So them granting access for us to play, and you telling us we can't play, that's more unfair than they doing. They trying to give us an opportunity to go to school for free, but you canceling the season in the type of city we in the days that we going through, we got to strike on our back so bad. It's getting sick. It's horrible. You can't say they unfair. And you being unfair, they giving us access to go to school free. That's what all of us want to do. Sports is a vehicle to get out of this city, and we trying to get out of the city with sports. You can't. It's Whitehaven High School. Running back. Yes, ma'am.
So that's how you all pass information.
Yes, ma'am.
And so.
For those who are still with us, we just saw community members speaking out against Shelby County Schools' decision to cancel fall sports. We heard from student athletes as well as parents and a representative from Shelby County Schools. But we are going to end the stream right here.
Does it look like the whole season?